Before I get into the substance of the video, there's some information I need to inform you of. And that's that this will not be the final video in the series. This will be the second to last, before the conclusion. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in large measure, owes its existence to the personality of its founding ruler. And their ruler is from the House of Saud. They are ruled by a dynasty, a family. That's why they're called Saudi Arabia. In 1933, concession was offered in Saudi Arabia to the Americans. In particular, Standard Oil of California, who was called Sokol during that time. 3 years later, Sokol joined its Middle Eastern operations with those of Texaco, bringing together two of the giants of the American oil industry, an industry that dominated the global oil market, despite only producing a small percentage of oil in the Middle East. This concession in 1933 led to the creation of the Arabian American Oil Company, which permanently made American companies dominate in the world of Middle Eastern petroleum. In 1947, Standard of California and Skoniki, which is formerly Standard Oil of New York, later Mobil, joined the American Arab Company, thus bringing together three of the main components of Rockefeller's Standard Oil empire that had been broken up by American antitrust laws. And that's the way it goes. Large corporations, especially these oligarch families, the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, the Morgans, they control finance and all of the resources. That's the way it goes. Although significant oil production in Saudi Arabia only began during World War II, the land provided a major share of the petroleum products used by the American forces in the vital Middle Eastern and Mediterranean theater of the war. This country was a major prize indeed. Beyond its oil reserves, which soon proved to be the largest in the world, Saudi Arabia provided two other valuable assets. The first was great access to strategic major air, sea, and land routes through and within the region, and direct access to both the Red Sea and the Gulf. The United States soon took advantage of this position and established a major air base during World War II in eastern Saudi Arabia, which was utilized by strategic bombers and transport craft for 2 decades. The second advantage was that, unlike in other countries like Iran, Iraq, etc., there wasn't opposition to a strong military presence. Unlike other oil companies, Aramco, which was the Arab American Oil Company, offered a 50-50 split on profits. Now, of course, they could cook the books. They would hire someone from their corporation to take stock in the company of what they were selling. They were able to cook the books if they chose to.